The leading causes of death were heart disease, cancer, but the truth is human immunodeficiency virus, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, diabetes +++ is the real cause of mortality behind a business on lives of people after they unloaded human immunodeficiency virus, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome in blood tests. Diabetes causes blindness, kidney failure, heart attacks, stroke, and lower limb amputation. A person can achieve an undetectable human immunodeficiency virus viral load by taking human immunodeficiency virus medicine, antiretroviral therapy, or ART, as prescribed. Maintaining undetectability. To maintain an undetectable viral load, a person must continue to take their HIV medicine as prescribed and without missing doses. Immunocompromised individuals. A weakened immune system can increase the risk of developing cancer. When the immune system is not functioning properly, it may not effectively detect and destroy abnormal cells that could potentially turn into cancerous tumors, allowing them to grow and spread. People with compromised immune systems, like individuals with human immunodeficiency virus / acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, have a significantly higher risk of developing cancer. Mechanism. Cancer cells can sometimes evade the immune system by expressing molecules that suppress immune responses, allowing them to grow unchecked. In the Americas, diabetes is a leading cause of disability and mortality. HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, is the virus that causes AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. People with human immunodeficiency virus are more likely to develop type 2 diabetes, T2D, than people who are human immunodeficiency virus negative. People with diabetes are more likely to get infections because high blood sugar levels can weaken the immune system. Slowed white blood cells. High blood sugar levels can slow down white blood cells, making it harder for them to fight infection. Poor blood supply. Plaque buildup in blood vessels can reduce blood supply to areas of infection, making it harder for the body to fight infection and heal. Inflammation. High blood sugar can trigger inflammation, which can damage internal organs and make it harder for the immune system to fight infection. How your immune system works. Your immune system recognizes and fights off germs that can make you sick. Many people think of the immune system as protection inside the body, but your first line of defense is your skin, which keeps unwanted germs out. The second layer of your immune system is a type of white blood cells circulating throughout your body, known as lymphocytes. These white blood cells are on the lookout for threats that could make you sick, like bacteria, viruses, toxins, or fungi. Once your immune system recognizes these germs, it fights them off, often without you even noticing. Your immune system also helps you build up immunity or protection against some viruses. Once it has learned to fight off a certain virus, it often remembers how to do it again. If you are exposed to a virus more than once, your immune system can usually fight it off faster. You may have fewer or no symptoms if you have already been exposed to that specific virus. Vaccines work by giving your immune system instructions on how to fight off a virus, protecting you from getting severely ill. Regulates immune system. The pancreas regulates a specific part of the immune system. T cells are immune system cells that protect the body from cancer and infection. Each T cell has a receptor that recognizes foreign molecules, such as those from pathogens. Once a T cell recognizes a target, it replicates to destroy cells that contain that antigen. Beyond metabolic dysfunction, type 2 diabetes mellitus is associated with significant immune system alterations, including impaired macrophage, neutrophil, and natural killer cell functions. These immune dysfunctions contribute to increased susceptibility to infections, inflammation, and complications in diabetic individuals. In type 2 diabetes, the immune system is often weakened due to chronic high blood sugar levels, which is known as hyperglycemia, leading to increased susceptibility to infections and complications as the body struggles to effectively fight off pathogens. This is primarily caused by inflammation triggered by high glucose, impacting the function of immune cells, like macrophages, neutrophils, and natural killer cells. Impaired immune cell function. Diabetic individuals may experience dysfunction in various immune cells, including reduced activity of white blood cells, natural killer cells, and macrophages, making them less effective at fighting infections. Complications from diabetes, such as heart disease and kidney disease, are leading causes of death for people with diabetes. Improving treatments for diabetes can help reduce the risk of these complications and lower the death rate. Diabetes complications are related, heart disease and stroke. People with diabetes are twice as likely to have heart disease or a stroke as people without diabetes. Blindness and other eye problems, damage to blood vessels in the retina, diabetic retinopathy, clouding of the lens, cataract, increase in fluid pressure in the eye, glaucoma, kidney disease. High blood sugar levels can damage the kidneys and cause chronic kidney disease, which is abbreviated as CKD. If not treated, chronic kidney disease can lead to kidney failure. About 1 in 3 adults with diabetes has chronic kidney disease. Nerve damage, neuropathy. Nerve damage is a common diabetes complication that can cause numbness and pain. Nerve damage most often affects the feet and legs. It can also affect your digestion, blood vessels, and heart. Amputations. Diabetes-related damage to blood vessels and nerves, especially in the feet, can lead to serious, hard-to-treat infections. Amputation can be necessary to stop the spread of infection. Diabetes, type 2 diabetes, is the most common and is more likely in people with HIV. Type 2 diabetes and admission hyperglycemia predict increased pneumonia. People with diabetes are at an increased risk of developing pneumonia and experiencing more severe cases. This is because diabetes can lead to decreased immunity, impaired lung function, hyperglycemia, increased risk of aspiration, and pulmonary microangiopathy. Here are some things to know about pneumonia and diabetes. Pneumonia is a common and serious complication of human immunodeficiency virus and can be caused by a number of pathogens. This pneumonia, PCP, a leading cause of AIDS in North America and Europe. HIV patients are still at a much higher risk of pneumonia than the general population. Infographic, Heart Disease and Stroke Statistics 2024. Update. Line graphic shows 9.7 million adults have undiagnosed diabetes. 29.3 million have diagnosed diabetes, and 115.9 million have prediabetes. Based on 2017 to 2020 data, according to the Centers for Disease Control, in 2024, the prevalence of diabetes in the United States was total diabetes, 15.8% of all adults, diagnosed diabetes, 11.3% of all adults, undiagnosed diabetes, 4.5% of all adults, men 18.0% total diabetes and 12.9% diagnosed diabetes, women 13.7% total diabetes and 9.7% diagnosed diabetes. Adults 65 and older, 29.2% of adults with diabetes, 13.6% of American Indians/Alaskan Native adults, 12.1% of non-Hispanic Black adults, 11.7% of Hispanic adults, 9.1% of Asian American adults, 6.9% of non-Hispanic white adults. The breakdown among Asian American adults, 12.2% of Filipino, 10.8% of Asian Indian, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and Vietnamese prevalences range from 6.1 to 7.1%. 8.9% of other Asian American groups. The breakdown among Hispanic adults, 13.3% Puerto Rican, 11.1% Mexican or Mexican American, 9.4% Dominican, 9.0% Cuban, Central American, South American, and other Hispanic, Latino, or Spanish adults had prevalences ranging from 5.0% to 7.3%. Deaths. Diabetes was the 8th leading cause of death in the United States in 2021, based on the 103,294 death certificates, in which diabetes was listed as the underlying cause of death. In 2021, diabetes was mentioned as a cause of death in a total of 399,401 certificates. In 2024, the cost of diabetes in the United States is estimated to be hundreds to thousands of dollars more than the annual medical expenses of people without diabetes. Total cost. The total annual cost of diabetes is $413 billion, making it the most expensive chronic condition in the country, only with diagnosed people. But 50% of the United States population has diabetes and pre-diabetes. Cost of diabetes, updated November 2nd, 2023, $412.9 billion total cost of diagnosed diabetes in the United States in 2022. $306.6 billion was for direct medical costs. $106.3 billion was in indirect costs. After adjusting for population age and sex differences, average medical expenditures among people with diagnosed diabetes were 2.6 times higher than what expenditures would be in the absence of diabetes. Read more about the results of our study, Economic Costs of Diabetes in the United States, in 2022. Explore the final common pathway of untreated AIDS is progressive immunosuppression over many years, followed by an acute critical illness, usually sepsis. Septicemia usually occurs from uncontrolled infection of patients with underlying medical conditions.